Due to explicit content and language, listeners' discretion is advised. Black in Thought.
All right. Let's get started. You may learn something.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Welcome to Black in Thought, where we take a look at current and cultural issues, applying that Afrocentric drip to them. Your hosts tonight are... We got the Professor, Dale.
Yes, sir.
JBD, and of course, me, Ill Will. You got the whole crew back at it tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
For another exciting episode of Black in Thought. It's another Freestyle Friday. I think we're going to pretty much keep up with this theme. We've had some pretty exciting shows and a lot of good shit that we've been talking about and staying with our Freestyle Friday theme. So we're just going to, open it wide up, bust it wide open, and watch y'all bring it back when it comes to this freestyle part with it. Shit, still a lot of stuff going on.
Okay, I'm gonna start it off.
No, shit, he already
I'm gonna start off.
Where the hell did this come from?
I'm about to say, I had a topic too. Go
I
ahead.
ain't been here for a minute, but I'm gonna just kick it off with this. So, who won that battle between Jeezy and Gucci?
Oh, man.
Jeezy.
Man,
I feel like Jeezy won that.
I mean,
Jeezy killed that
it
shit.
depends on what you were looking for. If you was looking, if you were like straight hood type trap shit, you would kind of say Gucci. But that's but hit for hit and like hard hitting trap songs, it was Jeezy all day long.
Man,
it was Jeezy all
Jeezy
day long.
If you was a kid, you like Gucci.
Yeah,
If you're a grown ass man or woman, you fuck with Jeezy.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Nah, here's what I
You
think.
out your mind, nigga.
I
Jeezy
think
hard as hell, man.
No. Jeezy fired, but these little ass kids. My son called me today. Hey, Dad, Gucci killed it. Gucci killed that shit, man.
Here's what I told my son. I said, listen, Gucci more about partying, kicking it, club,
Yeah,
that
me too.
whole scene.
Yeah, me too. Me
Right.
too.
Well, he about
All
that.
white
Not
bricks.
that he doesn't talk about
Off-white
street
bricks.
shit, but
White.
Jeezy
Need
on
to
the
hit
other
a lick.
hand is all about street shit.
Yeah.
More hard shit. So Jeezy to me is more like Rick Ross. You know what I'm saying?
So
The hardest.
Where-
Hold on.
I disagree.
I agree with JB. The hardest verse. I got 20/20 Pyrex vision. Catching contact standing next to my kitchen.
But but that right there, that wasn't the
That's
kitchen.
crazy.
But see,
That's
this
crazy.
is what it is, though.
That's crazy.
That's
But see,
old
you
Jeezy. That's not new Jeezy.
And
New
that's
Jeezy is nowhere near that because he's evolved. He's not the same.
That's what I was saying. I was saying about the battle too. I said, so if kind of what you were saying in the beginning, if you depending on what you was looking for, if you was looking for classics and bangers, Jeezy won it all day long.
Straight
right?
like that.
Because he got old shit, right?
Straight like
we
that.
Can, we can play Thug Motivation straight through.
Straight like
You know
that.
what I mean?
Straight like
But then if you talking about on some newer shit, let's hear some shit that just came out recently, blah blah blah. That's Gucci all day long because like don't lie, over the last 4 or 5 years, Gucci been hot.
Even
Right. But here's what I'll say. You ain't playing no Gucci to get hype.
shit.
Oh, whoa.
Hold on.
Now
Listen,
you are.
No.
I don't know.
You
About time you
playing
double team
Jeezy
somebody
to get
else.
hype.
I don't
She's
know.
a very freaky girl.
I'm telling you, in the club.
No.
Bitch,
What I'm
I might
saying-
be.
What I'm saying
Bitch,
is
I might be.
it's that slow delivery from Gucci. That's what I'm saying.
'Cause he was
it's,
high
it's,
as
it's,
hell.
a, it's a little bit more. It's that party
fire.
scene.
It's a photo
What I'm
shoot.
saying is yeah, right, girl. It's a photo shoot. See what I'm saying?
That's some shit, man.
That's some chill party shit.
Hey,
Right?
y'all,
You in
hey,
the
fuck this
club.
shit. Let's go. Never mind, it's wrong. We can't do shit.
That's
That's a whole nother topic,
He said,
y'all.
"Go kick it."
Hey, but for real though, how y'all managing through all this shutdowns and home every day with all the kids, all the wives?
Hey,
Fuck.
all the wives.
All the wives.
One wife.
Hey, honey, I know you're listening. I got one wife. Hey, but on some real shit though, man.
Yeah,
to answer
nigga.
your question,
It's rough.
hey, I'm enjoying it, man.
Are you serious?
Man, enjoying it because when I was going into the office,
Yeah.
and how busy my life is, it was I go in the office, I get off work, so I wake up in the morning. We brush our teeth, get ready for school, get ready for work, go in the office, deal with traffic, deal with traffic coming back home.
You ain't lying about the traffic part. I
Yeah.
love that.
And then
I can get anywhere.
and then I get back home. As soon as I get back home, kids got basketball, football. We got whatever we got going on. So we running all week. So like at least now I get to sit down and me and wife can clown, or like the kids
Yeah.
doing this homeschool stuff. They get done with their homework about noon.
Yeah.
I can take a break and we can go play a game of 2K real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so I'm like, that part I'm enjoying. Like just
is
spending
a-
quality time
it's
that's
family.
not in the car
Or interrupted.
on the
I'm
way
with
to
you
a
there, man.
practice.
It is allowing a lot of. It is allowing me. You know, y'all know I'm a very high energy person.
Yeah. You have ADHD.
Watch me sounds, but
Because it's appropriate.
but I agree, man. I love my bros, man. But it is allowing me to actually enjoy my family. You know, kid, my son, even he in a distance away, having the time to even think about now calling and talk to him. He's
Yeah.
calling me now, and my 10-year-old, it's challenging spending a lot of time with her right now. I love her. Damn. Fuck. But yeah, y'all.
a challenge.
Yeah, and then you know, having the wife there, like we spend a lot of. I love my wife, but we have to spend a lot of time together, man. I mean, did I say we're spending a lot of time together?
Yeah,
man?
yeah. See, it's like your normal outlets that you would have.
I love her though.
You got to find new outlets, new things that's going to occupy your time, and because it's great spending time with family, it's great, but everybody's got to find their own little thing where they can like, okay, let me find this to do something with myself, do something that I'm interested in, maybe pick up a new hobby, do something.
Yeah.
But because your normal stuff about being in the mix with different people, going out here, going out there, that's
gone, man.
I guess
That's
it
dead.
just depends on your circumstances.
That is true.
I mean, cause shit, you look at it like this, my son, he goes to private school, so we want that money, so they having classes. I mean, good thing with that is they haven't had any issues, not one outbreak of COVID,
Good.
whatsoever in the school. The way they have their system and everything set up,
Got that
and then,
sheriff money.
you
Private
know,
school.
and then on the opposite end of that, shit, with no woman at home, shit, it's just me. You
And
know?
think about it, you come
I mean,
home-
and it is what it is. I mean, I let y'all know. I mean, shit, there's no secrets when it comes to this table. Hell, yeah, your guy here's pretty much single yet again. So I mean, exploring that, and it's tough because a lot of things are shut down. So
Yeah, it's tough. You know what? I was talking to somebody the other day, and I was asking, like, so how do you meet people? How do you engage with people when you single? Because it was this person at work, and it's a younger generation, right? So I was kind of clowning her, like,
Her?
So yeah, it was a coworker, but I was clowning her like, so when you gonna get married? Like, what's just? And she was like, I can't go nowhere today. Ain't nobody. So it's like, I was like, I hear you. I was like, and then I started thinking about, I was like, man, because obviously I'm not thinking about anything like that. So I was like, you know what? Yeah, it probably is hard,
But
to get out and meet people.
I was yeah. So I'm sorry. What you were saying was, man, even getting out to meet people now
it's different.
it was different before COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
and that depending on your age bracket. Shit.
Hell yeah. 'Cause when you get like us, man, we ain't going to the club. I mean,
Nah.
hold on, disclaimer.
Say it
I'm
again.
not
We
looking
ain't going
to meet nobody.
21
baby.
and up clubs
sure?
to try to find nobody.
But also, being single right now, you come home to what?
4 walls.
That shit.
Yeah.
I've been there. It just fucking sucks, man.
Get you a dog.
yeah, but you got to look at the
Fuck
era.
that dog.
First,
shit and piss and shit.
before we learned relationships from our parents, and rest in peace, my mother.
That's true.
4 years ago, passed away today, 11/20/2016. It was a couple days before Thanksgiving. It was on a Sunday, so rest in peace to my mom.
Yeah.
But we learn our relationships from our parents. And back in the day where fathers and mothers were together, it was easy for a woman to see how a man was to treat her, and it was easy for a man to see how a woman was to treat him, And a lot of times they say that we pick women like our mothers, and women pick men like their fathers. And with the dysfunction and the lack of married couples and the decline of married couples in African American communities, it makes it hard for people to understand what it is that they're looking for and the role that they play in a relationship, right? So with that being said, it's harder now, more harder than ever for a woman to find a man and a man to find a woman because there's no example, there's no model. She doesn't know her role because her mom is single. He doesn't know her role. He doesn't know his role because 9 times out of 10 he's with a single mother. He hasn't seen her with a man, right? So it's very hard. But I do want to say this, that we do learn some sort of a responsibility in a relationship, and typically it comes from our mother. So it's typically easier for a man to get in a relationship nowadays than it is for a woman because her only example is.
Well,
another
yeah,
woman.
I would say it's probably easier because women are looking for more relationships. Dudes ain't looking for it. So to me, honestly, as a dude, it's real easy getting into a relationship. You
Right.
might not want to get in no
Well,
relationship.
women are looking for.
But I think
I mean, when you're younger, you're looking to be like a 2-pump.
Let me tell you something.
right. You trying
Women-
to get in and get out.
women are looking-
They're looking like
Women are
so-
not looking for
so when-
relationships. They're looking for subsidies. Women are looking for men who can provide. They don't.
Well,
give
I'm gonna say these
Nowadays,
younger women, these younger
They don't-
women nowadays are looking for the
nowadays,
same
they
thing
don't-
men are looking for, to get it in
That's
and
it.
move to the next one.
Man,
That's
listen.
what this younger generation is looking for.
Everything
They're
is about the dollar.
But they're
Everything's about the dollar.
I'm going to say a lot of women now have their own.
Right.
But
So-
I will say this though, Ill Will, to your point, I may disagree with that. Like these women now, especially
gonna
the
say
younger.
all.
No, I'm not gonna say all, but I think it's one of those things too. Is women, as we have seen through history, know how to adjust. Right? They adjust to whatever situation they're in. They're better adjusters than anybody else. So what they have come to do, because I have female friends and stuff that's younger, and what they've come to do is say, okay, like we were just saying, these younger dudes now, this is all they want. So the women are not saying, they like, look, I'm not saying that's all I want, but I know that's all I'm going to get. So let me change my mindset to now say all I
accept
want to
that.
do
I
is
disagree. I disagree. Women are not good at adjusting because ever since they became liberated, they don't know their roles. It's okay to have, and it's okay to have independence. It's okay. It's okay to make money.
I'm with you with that, man.
But you're
I'm
still
with
a
you.
woman, and there's still a role in a hierarchy in the home. So I disagree with you.
So, Professor, it's funny you said that. I had a conversation with a friend of mine today. He brought to my attention, he said, man, the government, it's going to sound really bad, but they're giving women, it's going to sound really
You
bad.
gotta say it. I mean, it is what it is.
They're giving them, to me, rights. I shouldn't say rights. Wrong word he said. He said rights. Too much responsibility, maybe.
Yeah, it got to be like liberations. Kind
Yeah,
of what you're saying.
basically what he said.
Yeah,
Yeah,
too much
yeah. So
liberation, yeah.
good point, man. I had the conversation like, and now you got women that's doing this whole. We talked about it last week, y'all.
Yeah, but
Powerful black women.
Yeah, but at the same
Out,
time,
man.
to come to the defense of the women, not just black women, just women, period.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why they lost their
That's true.
what Professor calls their
Liberation.
their liberations or their role is
because the man wasn't there.
The man is not
They
there.
had to assume it.
That's true.
They had to
That's
assume
true.
it.
Let's just keep it real.
So if the man,
That's true.
if the dad is not
That's true.
there to
That's true.
Some- somebody-
provide or cut the grass,
I agree.
It,
grass
it
gotta
ain't,
get cut,
it ain't
right?
no, it ain't no different than anything
That's
in
true.
life.
That's
You
why I
gotta
said
find
they
people.
adjust.
People find ways to fill gaps.
That's true, man.
Okay, whatever the responsibility is, it's got to get filled.
But they got to learn how to fall
Okay.
back when they got to fall back, right?
Well, here's the thing though: it's tough and challenging when you've been filling that gap for so long. It becomes part of your personality. So it takes a real strong man to say, "Hey, I understand that this is how you have operated in the past, but I'm trying to offer you something different.
Right,
Okay, I'm trying to offer you something that's a little bit different.
But see, that's the problem, though. When to try to get I'm not. Please understand. It's not saying it's about every woman, but to get some of these women to understand that you want to fill the gap, not just strong like bull fill the gap, but actually fill the gap, and that you want to be a provider and you want to do things. I mean, they first off like, oh shit, nah, you just like these other dudes, and I ain't trust that, and I got all these 10-foot walls.
Well, you know
and
what?
gotta
It,
get around
probably
that,
comes
and-
with a lot of trust issues too, because that takes some vulnerability, and it takes some like, okay, I'm gonna take this shield down and allow you to do certain things that I've been doing for myself. With that comes with I know it sounds weird, but a transfer of power. You know what I'm saying? It comes with a power transfer. So it's like, I'm willing to give up some of this power to you, but what's going to come along with that?
Right.
And if this doesn't work out, you know,
Now I got to punish the next dude. who
right.
tries to come along and make me
So
do it right.
now,
What you talk about, Willis?
And that's the problem. And that's the problem we run into.
Man,
And that's the problem we run into. Like you said, because they give that power, like you were just saying, JB, they give that power or let their shield down to the wrong cat.
Right,
To the
exactly.
cat that comes in, he just wanted
spitting that game.
pump
only thing
chump.
he was doing was leaving her with a wet ass.
Spitting that game.
Exactly.
Spitting
So,
that game.
so what happens is she let her wall down or let her shield down to the wrong guy, and she does that 2 or 3 times and gets hurt 2 or 3 times. So when a good guy comes along, that's for real, and try to, give her everything she's looking for, she like, man, fuck that wall. I mean, fuck letting this wall down. I'm gonna keep this wall up. Then the
Matter
good
of
guy,
fact,
then the good
I'm
guy
gonna
like,
reinforce this wall.
exactly. So the good guy gets to the point. He gets to the point where he like, look, I'm trying. You're not letting me in, so I'm out.
Not only she reinforced, she said, "You gonna pay to build that wall."
Well, like,
Build that
Mexico gonna pay to build that wall.
wall. Build that wall.
That's crazy.
Hey, anybody?
So she walking around with a suitcase full of luggage inside her own home.
Can you?
Pretty much.
That's crazy.
I mean,
Not realizing she at home, but she walking around with a suitcase. That's crazy. That's a lot of luggage. That's a lot of baggage to carry. I never understood why women did that. I know that everyone has a first love. We can admit that. But
I married my
for
first
women,
Nigga, you was jaded.
huh? You're right.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody, it's
But-
not. As a human being,
but
you gonna
as
be
you
jaded.
learn and you realize and you
what?
come to grips,
Jaded.
you can't transfer that
Look it
pain.
up. Google it,
You can't
motherfucker.
transfer that. You can't displace that
D has to get in the
in another
dictionary
relationship, right?
Find out what
Because it's
jaded
wrong.
means.
It's wrong.
I mean, you're right. I mean,
My
wrong?
fault, Professor. Say that again, dude. We over here. We're trying.
We
we're trying to
have a
help D.
we have a sidebar trying to help D.
He's
like,
Googling
he
jaded.
like
Look up the
jaded.
word
Hey,
jaded.
say it again. 'cause
Hey, hey.
I feel you made a point. I
Hey,
wasn't
Dale,
listening.
he like, is that from Mortal Kombat?
Was that the
he
purple
said on the low, he's like, "Hey Google, what's jaded?"
Google what jaded means.
Yeah, that's yeah. I had to Google this shit. Tired, bored, or lacking enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Typically after having had too much of something. So it's kind of like my Saturday mornings. I'm with y'all. Too much of something.
Yeah.
Boy, I missed this, boy.
Oh, man.
The crew was back.
Yeah, we back,
The whole crew was back. Oh, my fault. All right, it will. I'm
No,
sorry.
no, it's
Go
all
ahead,
good.
go ahead.
I mean, but it was like the professor was saying. I mean, it's hard to deal with a jaded woman.
Or a jaded man. That's
Or
just the
yeah, I
word.
mean, we go keep it real both
That's
sides.
true.
I
That's
mean,
true.
because you get one of these old ignorant ass dudes out here, and and they just messing it up for the rest of us. With some of these women out here.
I think it's baggage all the way around, man.
Yeah, it's like you said, carrying baggage in your own home.
In your own home.
How do you carry baggage in
walking
your
around with a
own
fucking suitcase.
home? Makes no sense.
So my
It's like house shoes.
Never
my
unpack.
question, my question to the crew is this then. So we all, well, most of us are married.
80% of us.
It's all right. I know.
80% of us.
That's my dope. But anyway, so like I said, so we're married. so we all obviously have married. So our wives obviously was in relationships before us. So
Not mine.
okay, so exclude you out of it. So how do you deal with
That
like
you're
so
aware
so
of.
before y'all got married, before y'all got married, like how?
Oh, I won't say
Any
that.
nigga
Yeah,
to hold on.
That you've been
Hold
told.
on, Dale. Hold on, Dale. Any nigga to wear a lime green shirt and it ain't got a Sprite symbol on it is a liar.
Hey, she was 19.
That nigga look light skinned right now.
Hey,
Yeah.
she was 19.
She had a
You
boyfriend.
keep bragging, nigga.
So
Okay,
my
got-
point is this. Listen, back to my point. My question is,
Big mad, little mad.
y'all vote.
Big mad,
medium,
little mad.
medium.
Are you right in the middle? Medium mad.
What's the point of getting there? What's the
My bad,
point?
Dale.
Oh, you know,
Big
I
man.
have a question since we're on the topic of jaded,
all right,
being
what's the
jaded. So, what made y'all fight through that wall? Like, Because that's the question. Like,
Hey,
we said,
white
like
jelly.
we got these women that has this wall up. We still try to give it to them. We still try to love them. We still try to do right by them. They keep fighting us, pushing us back. So what was it
I mean, I
that
can
made
tell
you
you-
that made you keep going and
Got you.
For me,
go
I
ahead,
thought
Will.
there was worth in the situation. And I saw a future, saw hope, and saw worth. You know, you put those things together, and you know, and for all intents and purposes, I mean that equates usually to a bright future.
right.
So you know, with seeing that, and you know, it was very easy at the time to try to push through that. You know,
Dale, that's a good question. Can you repeat that question you just
It's a
said?
great question.
That's a great question.
So my question was, what made you talking to us as married men? What made you keep fighting for your wife when she had that wall up when you first met her and she kept pushing you away because she was jaded
tell you.
or been through whatever bad relationships in the past? What made you keep going, pursuing her, and eventually making her your
So
wife?
I tell you mine, man. Mine was hers was she came from a single mom, strong black woman, okay? So she would always say, hey, you know, I want you, but I don't need you. Ooh. So that's what I had to fight through. I want you, volume. I want you, but I don't need you. So how I fought through it, I had to really show her I wanted her, and actually earn her trust. Show her that, hey, I'm here for you, and you can literally count on me. So it became to the point where, hey, part of her was like, can I really count on you or can I not count on you? But once she realized, hey, you know what, you really got me. Guard came down, but that was years.
Well, you earned my trust because that motherfucking shirt is transparent. I can see right through your ass, nigga. Turn the lights out. You can see all shit. I can see Canada.
Hey,
turn off the lights.
You
and I
transparent.
glow. To the extreme
Yeah.
rock and mic
You
like
earned my
Van.
trust,
Oh,
nigga.
Lord.
You earned my trust. You earned that trust.
Ew,
You earned my
Will.
trust.
But I don't. He's flowing over there, man. That motherfucker.
Hey, you ain't me this time.
Vanilla Ice.
All right,
So what about
everybody
you,
got
Will?
one more joke. I mean, everybody motherfuckers up.
Professor, what about you? What's your answer to that question?
Oh man, that's a good question.
Don't go too deep, man.
I'm not gonna go. Just with
Don't go balls deep.
Only with
Just
K
go
White
deep.
Jelly. But check this out.
Okay, watch.
For me, I watched my parents. They got married. My mom and dad were together at a young age. My mom was 12. My dad was 14. They met in junior high school, and they were together from the early 70s all the way into the mid 90s. And I didn't want to be married and go through a divorce. I didn't want that. And I didn't want to be like my father. He ended up becoming an addict. So when I got married, I didn't want to tear my kids apart because I remember how I felt through the divorce. I was in high school. And I wanted to be able to work it out. And I felt like if I was just different than my father, then things would work. So I made the mistake of not even factoring my wife in the equation. I felt like if I just do this and be this way and do this. So essentially I took control without adding anything in from her, right? Which is the first mistake. But I wanted to make sure that I did everything in my power not to fail this relationship. So I didn't really consider her feelings or consider her as a partner or consider her as a better half. I just felt like everything was in my control. And that's the way I essentially govern the relationship. So, yeah, that's actually an excellent question you asked.
I think it's hard.
Thank you.
I think it was Professor brought up. For me, I had no model on how to do this. You know, I had to just figure it out. There was no coming up, single mom, you know, dad, douchebag. Just there was no model. So, like you said, Professor,
Been living in the suburbs too long.
I lived in the hood too long. It's a problem.
You said douchebag.
Yeah, only fucking nerds say douchebag, right? Last time I checked the nerd code,
Hey, y'all.
lime green shirts,
Right,
These
terminology like
motherfuckers
douchebag.
are hating on me. My bad. I must be looking fly today. These motherfuckers.
You look like a tropical Skittle, motherfucker.
Oh,
Oh, my fault. Go ahead, D. I know you got ADHD. We took you off topic. Come on, back on it. Come on.
I just fucking forgot. My shit, ADHD kicked in.
I'm gonna bit his tongue trying to figure out what he was saying.
But good point, man. There was no roadmap, no. Like I mean, imagine having a GPS on how to be married.
Oh man, that motherfucker will have you going through the woods. Hold on. You be driving over rocks and shit.
Going through wrong ways.
Just to get to, yeah, like go this way.
Yeah.
That's crazy,
Drive
man.
off the lake.
It's crazy.
Damn, that's good.
Yeah.
What if
crazy,
marriage
man.
had a GPS?
But
crazy.
I'm
That's
kind
deep
of like
shit.
I'm sorry, Professor.
Me too.
Like my parents were married. Like that's all I ever seen. You know what I'm saying? Like my whole life, my parents was married. My mom passed
That's
away.
awesome, man.
My mom passed away early. But so when you talking about being a husband, that's all. Like that's what I
you
know.
know. That's awesome.
You know what I mean? That's all I know how to do is be with my.
I think JB
be
the
with my
same way
dad.
too, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. I was reading something on Facebook. I'm sorry about Jeezy and Gucci.
How we get back to Jeezy?
Hold on,
Yeah, we talking about that shit.
Nah,
man.
hold on. Time out. This shit funny as hell. Somebody said this is Jeezy. I wrote this song in the studio when I was broke and couldn't eat. Gucci. The next song is called Jeezy is a Hoe.
What? What? Man, come on. We talking about marriage
Yeah,
now,
I
man.
don't really hit that button.
We know you don't read. We know you
Listen.
don't read.
Listen. Sorry, I was not paying attention.
Yeah,
to
man, you
y'all.
gotta pay attention, man. And I'm the one with ADHD.
That's
I got that shit too.
All right, man. Thanks for.
But
Are we still
I'll catch up with you.
because I got a question.
I'll catch up with you. Listen,
I got another topic.
it is important that you see an example. Yes.
Yes.
Right.
You got to see an example. It's kind of like I was teasing somebody. Remember that drugs commercial?
Your brain on
No.
drugs.
The one where the dad broke in and he said, "Where'd you learn how to do this shit?"
I get it from
And he's
watching you.
I learned it from watching you.
Yep.
You learn by your examples, right?
Man, I ain't that old. I don't remember.
Oh shit, you remember that commercial?
serious?
I don't remember
I
that
learned it from
commercial.
watching you. It was a
They
shoebox
played
of dope.
reruns.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a shoebox dough. He was like, "Where'd you learn how to do this shit?"
Yeah.
I learned it from watching
I
you.
learned it from watching
Yeah.
you, Dad. He was like, "Oh shit,
I done fucked up.
cut me
Your brain.
deep,
This
cut
is
me
your
deep."
brain on drugs.
But you know what though? But you know, JB, that's a good point because my dad was an addict. I was scared of drugs. I was scared because I saw it turn him into an animal. It turned him into someone nobody respected. So it was a
It
it was
does
a
have,
blessing.
like, a polar
It was a
opposite
blessing and a
sometimes.
curse because although I was scared of drugs, like I would never touch, and I grew up around it. I was surrounded by it. I was scared to death of it, man, because I saw what it did to my father.
Yep.
And I didn't want to become that. I didn't want to lose
Yep.
respect. I didn't want nobody to look at
See,
me.
my
like
father-
And you look at like somebody, like even what a lot of people who grow up with broken homes,
Yep. Yeah,
not
I mean-
father not being around.
I'm scared of that.
They are overtly dedicated to their kids.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's like I'm not gonna let that happen.
But I know you all. Maybe y'all don't think about this, and I'm not. But when you going through changes sometime with your better half, he's like, man, listen, I ain't about to. We ain't about to go no divorce, nothing like that, because I see what it would do to my children.
Mm-hmm.
I remember what it did to me. I would never take them through that.
Yeah, I mean,
So yeah, that's
I mean,
Paul
I was
Rob. That's a good point. That's a
in
great
a
point.
situation similar but not quite. My parents weren't together, but my dad, he was an addict and an alcoholic, and on top of that, a truck driver, so he never was there. So, and then when he was there, this is the things that I saw. He would come home from being on the road, go stay with his mother, and then while he's staying with his mother, get pissy drunk, and then I'd watch his sister, my cousins, his nieces rob him blind while him being drunk, and him passed out on the cot, pissed himself. I mean, I was like, I never want that for myself.
Damn.
That's not what I want for myself.
So he pissed on himself and got robbed by his own
And
family.
got robbed. Took him for his money.
And he didn't change his ways after that.
It was a long time. I mean, before he actually changed his ways or got up out of that situation, as far as out of that house. Somebody need to put that shit on silent.
Damn, somebody get rid of that Tweety Bird
But
What's that? A next chill chirp?
It's that boost. It's that boost.
It's that,
So-
that boost mobile.
Same monthly payment every month.
That must be that. That's that cricket. I think we was talking about somebody else with a cricket with a cricket phone.
It was a caller.
Oh, it was a caller.
yeah, it was a caller.
That's right. It was a caller.
Yeah, it was a
that had
caller.
cricket.
boost them up.
It was boost.
That ain't funny.
But yeah, I mean, it was just like I knew I did not want that for myself, so I made sure that I did not steer down that path. I mean, that possibly could have been what led me down, the career path that I'm on right now. Seeing that, but it was just I knew that type of relationship, A, with my father, and then B, seeing how my mother and my father got along, which they didn't. Because I can remember, he would come over to the house, and then, me and my little brother, we had the same father. He'd come over, sit on the couch, and me and my little brother would be sitting in there for about 5-10 minutes. Then we go back to our room, and we'd be playing. My mom would be pissed all the time. How the fuck you gonna leave me with him in here? And it's y'all damn daddy.
It's your daddy. Be like, hey, it's your pappy. Hey,
I don't even like the motherfucker.
I wouldn't have said this back then, but I'll say it right now. You fucked him.
Twice.
So,
At least twice.
That boy JB.
He's
so
back.
I knew, that was a situation I never wanted to put myself in, for my son now, and then, just relationship wise, So, I mean, it's a strange world.
Yeah, man. Ugh.
Fuck it.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too, and it's crazy because I got a baby mama, you know what I mean? So it
I
was
do
like,
too.
yeah, so I got a baby mom,
I do too.
and
I got an ex-wife.
And she crazy.
she don't get applause. Anyway, I got a baby mom, but
comparing,
then
I got-
but then when I met my wife,
Double down. I got 2 ex-wives.
you won. You won.
All that pappy.
You the pappy.
All that pappy.
And counting. And counting.
What'd you say, Dale? Go ahead,
Oh
man.
man. Oh, I was just saying, it's my fault. Lost train of thought. Oh yeah. So my baby mom. So when I met my wife, I'm not gonna say I just was gonna marry her because I didn't want another baby mom because we had our kids before we got married. But I will say I definitely didn't, because I seen my father and my mother together. I didn't know the baby. There was no baby mom, baby dad situation. It wasn't no like you were saying, ill will as far as your dad coming over. My dad was there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree with that.
So it
Yeah.
was like when it came time to kind of go back to my original question, when it came time to fight against that wall that she had up, I was fighting for my family at that point. I was fighting for being with my kids.
I agree with
and
that.
being a father because at that point I already had a kid with another woman, and I hated the drop off pickup. You know what I mean? I hated the week on, week off. I hated the splitting the holiday. It's Christmas. Oh, 12 o'clock. I got to take it to your mom's house.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Even
I
in odd
hated
years.
that. So,
Even in odd
so-
years.
Exactly. So when it got to the point with me and my wife, when we got to the point where that wall was up, I think that will make me keep fighting to knock that wall down and say, hey, I don't want to be a baby dad.
Good call. Because I think as men, if we break it down and humble ourselves and just say, if we be the one that's more open, we can allow them to let their wall down. Good for you, man.
That's right, because I'm like you. I wasn't born out of wedlock. My parents were married.
Okay.
So there was always that respect for the union and marriage. So when I got married, I'm like, man, listen, I told my wife before we got married, I said, listen, I'm only going to do this one time. That's it.
See, I had to learn, man. I struggled at first.
And as we went through challenges and things, and it's funny now because I was a very mean individual. I'm not like that anymore with her. So now when she wants to argue, I just say, I'm not gonna argue with you. And my daughter, the first thing she says is, okay, guys, that's enough. Okay, guys, that's enough. I said,
I love girls,
I said,
man.
I'm not arguing. You can tell Dad's not arguing.
I love little girls.
I try to spin it.
And you explain yourself to little ass
She
kid.
but you know why? You know why?
I
You
do
know
the
why?
same, no, I do the same shit.
Because
start training.
her comfort and security
Yes,
is
it's
important
you.
to me.
Yes, it is,
It's important to me.
I love it.
So when she comes and says, okay, guys, that's enough. She deserves that's enough.
Yep.
I'm like, baby, I'm not arguing. You hear me tell me I'm not arguing. You know. But the point is, I wasn't born out of wedlock. My parents were married before they had me. So I respect marriage. I respect the union, and I don't want to go through again. And I know I said this before. I don't want my kids to feel what I felt when my parents got divorced. I never thought my parents would get a divorce. They were together for so long, and it's like my mom had picked me up from school today. She's like, your dad and I are getting. I'm like, what? Even though he was on drugs, I'm like, huh? Even then, as a child, I knew that even though y'all going through what you're going through, I didn't know anything about wedding vows. That there was nothing to constitute that, right? So when I got married, I said, man, I ain't doing this. Listen, we're gonna do this once, and that's it. And now I look at it. No matter what we go through, I wouldn't let her divorce me. You know why? Because the vows say through thick and thin, for better or for worse, through sickness and in health.
Oh yeah, my wife. Stuck to
I wouldn't allow her to, even through the times. I mean, let me say this: I can't stop her from doing it, but I'm not gonna go there and foul. What it is what it is.
I mean,
then-
at
and
the
then
end of the day,
everything.
I guess for me, I mean, like I said, as a young bull, I bumped my head. Now as a middle-aged bull, I bumped my head yet again. It depends on you as the person, and it depends on the circumstances. What are you willing to take?
I
How
heard.
far
I
are you
heard
willing
third
to go?
time's a charm.
That's a good point. You know what? I think
because
that-
there are
some things. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, there is something.
Let me back up.
Sometime when you say you don't want to get divorced, I agree. Nobody should
Nobody just plans to get married to get a divorce.
However, circumstances happen, and you talking mental health.
Yeah, when that mental health was fucked up, everything gone. Yeah,
Things different, man.
because I ain't got no kids.
And then-
tonight.
And remember, marriage takes two.
It does.
This is it's not a single
Partnership.
So let's talk more about that. So what do you mean it takes two?
Takes two.
What do you mean?
When you get married, it's two people staying.
So
there,
two
right?
people invested 100%.
You got it.
Give me an example of that. Of two people invested 100%. Just give me an example.
I can give you an example. So in my marriage, it was a situation in my marriage where I messed up tremendously. Like,
Did you wear that motherfucking lime green shirt?
Nah, it was worse. It was worse than that.
That's catastrophic shit.
No.
That's
It
worth
was-
divorce.
Nah,
Damn.
But listen,
Look like a motherfucking traffic sign.
So to answer your
Shit.
question, Professor, you silly.
Good for you,
So
man.
yeah, so listen, I fucked up majorly, like majorly, right? So
Like a bad haircut?
I mean, worse than a bad haircut, like STD worse. I didn't have an STD.
Oh.
I'm gonna say that. Sorry.
I wouldn't even claim that on your dick.
I'm talking about it was bad. It was bad.
It was
so
something
anyway.
you couldn't take a pill for.
Exactly. No, motherfucker, no.
You actually could.
Anyway, back to what I was saying.
Now you can.
That's what I was-
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dale.
Back to Professor's question. So
Your burn ass.
example of giving 100%
Yeah.
on both ends.
Yeah, man.
So I fucked up majorly, right? So with that being said, me and my wife got
Was
to
it you or a body part?
Hold on.
me and my wife got to the point. Me and
You
my
didn't
wife
fuck
got
up
to
a
the
body part,
point-
did.
We got
Let
to
him
the
finish.
point.
Let him finish.
We got to the point where the mistake happened. We both decided, okay, it happened, but we're going to still continue to try to to work on this marriage and stay married. So with that being said, I had to make adjustments to my lifestyle because of my mistake. So I had to jump through all the hoops, through over the hurdles, under the bridge. I had to do everything, right? But then on her end, she just couldn't just sit there and not do nothing. She had to put in work too. So she can't just be like, "Oh, I don't trust you. I don't trust you. I don't trust you." Okay,
Yeah, I think we
get
talked
that.
about that one episode about.
Yeah, but
It takes two.
exactly.
I mean,
so
you
forgiveness.
gotta
When we
forgive.
talking about
We
forgiveness,
talking about
yeah.
forgive. Like you gotta you active participant in forgiveness.
Yeah, you
even
got-
if you was offended and you was wrong,
if you say you forgive,
you still got a part.
And that's what I'm saying. To answer your question, though, Professor,
be right?
you got to put in work. So in my marriage,
That's right.
that was an example that we
You
both
wanna
had
get
to put
along
in
and
work.
be in a relationship.
We both had to put in work to get to where we at today. And it's crazy. It's crazy because we got to a point where I was giving 100% trying to make it right, and she was giving like 25%. And it got to the point where I said, "All right, listen,
Either get down or lay down.
no, nigga,
Nah,
nigga."
he fucked up. You can't say that.
But no, I'm dead serious.
But to the
I'm
point
dead
where-
serious. I'm dead serious. So this is what I said. We got to a point in relationship that I said, okay, if you're not gonna work, then if we're not gonna try to get better and move forward, then let's go ahead and get divorced. Even though I fucked up, I said, let's get a divorce.
Yeah, 'cause let's work together, not apart.
Exactly, because like I'm going 150%.
Okay.
And she's going like 25. So it was like I'm going above and beyond. Even though I messed up, so I know I got to do that to get back in her good graces. She wasn't doing her work on her end to try to like you were saying,
To
JB,
acknowledge the change.
actively forgive.
to acknowledge the change.
actively forgive.
So she said it out of her mouth. She said, "I forgive you" out of your mouth.
Her actions.
But her action was not supporting that. So I got to the point where I was like, all right, listen, either you gonna have to start doing something to work towards that, or let's go ahead and stop now and go and cut it off. And even though I fucked up, let's go ahead and get the divorce, and we can hopefully maybe come back together later on in life.
I can relate to
respect
that.
you guys.
I didn't fuck up.
Respect, bro.
relate to that.
Respect on that.
I respect. It's so much respect of being so. Number one, being black and working through that.
And you would know about that.
He said, "I hate you because your gum's black."
I hate the back of false like that.
You know something, man.
You know why?
I
Because
hate
he let,
that
you know
black
what?
ass
When you-
Wesley Snipes.
when you a cool motherfucker, niggas just hate on you, man.
Hey man, you cool like a
Fuck it, it's cool though.
Hey, you cool like that blue bag. of
Niggas mad
Doritos.
because I stay fresh. They
You
mad
do,
as fuck.
nigga. You do stay
But
fresh.
it's cool though. Man.
All a player do.
Damn. Hey, y'all with you. You was about to say some profound shit, man. I felt it. I felt it. Come on, go ahead. Go back to what you were saying.
I ain't saying shit. Fuck you.
FTK.
Hey, that's a true definition of bullying. Y'all better quit bullying him, man.
FTN.
Y'all better start bullying
Fuck
him,
them
man.
Because I ride for my.
I'ma die for my
Make my motherfucker.
Hey, man. Hey, man. Y'all know, if we was in school, y'all know y'all get in trouble for bullying the slow kid, right?
Tell him stop bringing them bright ass colors.
Time out, coach. Time the fuck out, coach. Did this nigga just call me slow?
I'm on your side, dog.
Yo, sorry, trying to
But
protect
you
your
called me
slow ass.
oh, so basically you let him know. Yeah,
He
I'm
was
done.
just being descriptive.
I'm about to drink this Hennessy and be done with it.
I'm gonna drink this yak.
Only thing he missing is a mile.
That's right.
Oh man.
Hey,
That's
But no,
coming- that's
but no,
coming shortly.
like I was saying, much respect.
Yeah.
Because
Yep.
us as black folks, we tend to just give up. Because like for you, Dale, JB, even you, seeing our parents together, it puts something inside of y'all
Yes, it does.
to make you want to fight for yours and do the right thing.
Yeah, it's the big picture, man.
and,
Yeah.
and
It's
like
the
I
big
said,
picture.
I had no textbook.
But see, that's I don't mean to cut you off, but to just disagree with you. On the opposite side, knowing that you did not have those things, you fight to get those things and to keep
But
those
how do
things.
you know?
And but that's honestly,
Well,
I was about
yeah.
to say that.
I didn't know.
I applaud like
I didn't know.
Like,
Put it
like,
this
like
way.
JB,
you,
JB
you know,
and
you know a
Professor.
lot of people. I know y'all know a lot of people whose parents, one a parent or another parent was alcoholics. They don't drink at all.
Yeah.
They don't drink because they see what it does.
Yeah.
They don't drink at all.
Good point.
But
And they just say, you know what? I see what that leads to. I don't want none of it.
Yeah.
Because it happened. Because they felt it. They lived with it. You know how bad it could be. So I think it could go both ways.
Because I mean, like
But-
in my first marriage, I mean, I'll be honest with you, being inexperienced, I gave up. The very first one,
I did too.
I gave up.
I quit.
There was exactly.
I literally quit.
Tapped out, motherfucker.
I turned the game off.
You know, I mean, but you know, and this go around, I mean, I honestly gave it the good heave ho.
you did.
I kept trying to push through and fight through a bunch of things, but I mean, it just gets to moments where I mean, you can't fight no more. If the other person's not willing to fight with you, then you just can't fight no more.
But I was saying, like, I applaud y'all to D and Ill Will, because y'all, like I said, y'all didn't have the example,
Right.
but y'all still, like you just said, you still fought, you still tried. You was like, it's like, well, I'll go back to sports. That's like us three, we came in with a playbook. Nah, it may not have been the right playbook, but we came in with a playbook, at least something to start off.
With something,
Start off with.
yeah.
Y'all came, y'all
SOPs.
started off with nothing.
Had nothing, man.
Y'all had to make your own plays and make it work and make it work for y'all. So, like I said, I give y'all more applause than us, because y'all started from nothing and Well, it will. You're still working, but I give you a phone. You're still making.
But I'm gonna tell you,
You gotta turn the page on that playbook.
So I'm gonna tell y'all, man. Look,
Hey, it will keep drafting the wrong player. That's the problem.
my
He keep
God.
drafting the wrong player.
so
The Carolina Panthers draft the wrong motherfucker.
that nigga playing fantasy.
It's GM's fault.
That nigga playing fantasy. Fantasy marriage. No.
Oh shit!
F5, refresh.
No, that's not cool. That's not cool. It's not cool.
We was at B-Dubs trying to figure out who got the first pick and shit.
I'll take a kicker in the first round.
All right, stop, y'all, please stop.
I'll take an injured player in the first
Somebody
round.
gotta be responsible out there. It's gonna be me.
He on injured reserve.
You took an injured roster. You dropped for injured rosters in the first round.
We about to hit the fuck. If D's the responsible one, we about to.
Yeah, we stop. But no, for real. So I got married. I'm probably maybe a year into it, and I'm still doing what I want to do.
But you realize this ain't gonna work.
No, man, no.
I was about a year into it. I was like,
Yeah, a good strong 12
I told
months.
myself, I said, self,
Myself said, huh?
this ain't gonna work.
So I'm out. I'm kicking it like I've been doing when I was single. Just doing what the fuck I wanted to do.
Doing what the fuck D wanted to do.
D wanted to do.
And well, my homeboys was talking some shit one day with the bar, blah, 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 blah. And I said, yeah, I'm about to, whatever it was. He said, man, that ain't no way to treat your wife.
Damn.
It's a homeboy. He was married. He said, I said, man, I'm about to blah, blah, blah. He said, no, that ain't no way to treat your wife. So I learned my guidance, how to be a husband, came from he was an older friend of mine. He's more like a big brother now. But came from a friend, man, who was married before. No, he was first time being married. But what you guys said, his parents was together forever. So he had a roadmap. Mm-hmm. And he shared his roadmap with me. And honestly, man, if it wasn't for him, I'd probably be fucking with y'all right now,
Can't
man.
be out here messing with all this bop, and I ain't talking about brick oven pizza.
But he told me that shit. He said, "Dan, the way to treat your wife," and then he just when I try we kicking it, doing what we do, and I'm talking this shit, and he said, "Nah, that's not cool."
Yeah.
And over and over again, he told me that wasn't cool. It sunk in. It made me change how I operate,
Yep.
which is what it is.
And honestly, that's the
times was
thing, man. You gotta surround
That
yourself
was like
with
6
people.
overs.
First of all, you
sharpens
gotta be humble. Iron sharpens iron, but that's exactly right.
What kind
But
of iron?
you gotta be receptive
Yeah.
and understand that if somebody's gonna be your friend,
They gonna tell you when you fucking up.
they can tell you when you fucking up.
Thank you, B.
And they ain't got no problem doing it. And honestly, you should respect that.
Yep.
Because if you don't want people around you that just gonna blow smoke up your ass all the time. You want people that's gonna hit it to you real.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like the damn Ja Rule video, and Irv Gotti was like, "You gotta go home. You gotta go home." When he was not going home with his
Yeah.
and stuff like that. I mean, you know,
You gotta go home.
You gotta go home.
You gotta go home.
No matter what, you gotta go home.
You gotta go home.
They get it off of Goodfellas.
Or the hospital. Go home to the hospital.
shit.
Ooh, I like that one. You a vet, huh? My bad, Dale.
I plead the fifth.
There are many numbers, but I choose the
Listen,
fifth.
Yeah.
Listen, it was an accident. I did not mean to run into that pole at 4 o'clock in the morning. All right.
Bump your head every now and then. It
Come from where?
well, no.
White Castle.
White Castle.
I was at Waffle House.
There we go.
Yeah. My food took too long to get to me.
Hey, there we go.
I was at church.
All right, I got a question for y'all.
All right, what's your question?
All right, it's kind of switching topics.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Freestyle Friday, baby.
I've been away from the podcast for a while because I've been coaching high school football.
That's true.
Dealing in the inner city. So a whole team of black kids, and
He's a suburb dude talking about dealing with the inner city.
yeah,
He's like, I have all these blacks on my team.
all these Negroes. Oh, okay, like they call Negroes. Anyway, I have one Mexican. But that's not the point. My point is, my question is this. So what I have come to find out is, well, my question is how, like, these kids are not, what's the word? Like, mentally tough. Like
It's a new era.
oh my God, they're not mentally tough. And it's not even, I'm not even talking about physically. I'm not talking about doing push-ups and running laps. I'm just talking about
Dealing with adversity.
dealing with adversity. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So it's just crazy how, like, I don't know, like, maybe, like,
Well,
when-
here's
I'm
what
just
I'll
trying to
say,
deal
and
with
I'm not
that.
trying to sound so old school or hard headed, but I think a lot of it has to do with people being allowed to make excuses.
Participation trophies and shit like that.
Yeah, there's an excuse on why you didn't perform.
'Cause, like,
there's
you know-
that's okay. You have a legitimate excuse on why you didn't accomplish something.
Right.
And when that is constantly reinforced, not that people aren't trying to enforce fighting through adversity, dealing with adversity and that stuff, but when you hear a lot of that a lot of times, that you have basically an out, there's no reason to persevere because it's like, hey, I got an out. This ain't fair. This ain't right. So yes, there's a lot of things that are stacked against kids, in situations that they had no control over. That's why people got to pour into them more, and I commend you for doing that and being in their life and showing them that, hey, there's things that you got to fight through
See,
in life.
kids though. I mean, back when we played football, the coach could tell you, "Son, what the fuck you doing? You blew that cover." You
Yeah.
do that to a kid nowadays, you done lost your coaching job.
Yeah.
They go tell
It is a different day.
They
It is a
cousin
different
trying
day.
to fight you in the parking
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had that situation. But like, not even being funny, I'm not even talking about football. I'm talking about
Life.
life.
Yeah,
Like
not
these
all
kids.
facets. You're right.
So
yeah.
so now
Suicide rates up,
now
all that stuff.
now that we're on this virtual learning situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some of these kids, like I had one kid, man, he literally had F's in every single
No
class.
responsibility, no
This
accountability.
dude, listen, he had an F in gym.
There you go.
Listen,
All you gotta do is video
with
record
virtual-
yourself
it's-
doing some stuff.
I
That's
swear
all you
that's
have to
all
do.
you had to do. All he had to do was do some jumping jacks and some stretches in gym class, in virtual gym class.
So nobody was
And he
held
had an
accountable.
F. It wasn't about being accountable. He just was like, I didn't feel like getting up. It's just
That
like
is
he just.
accountability.
I mean,
That's
yeah, I'm just saying,
responsibility.
like it was just like,
Well, yeah.
it, like in his mind, he just was like, kind of what you were saying, JB. He had 1,000 excuses why.
Right.
He,
Why it was okay.
Why it was okay.
But Dale, I got an answer for that.
What's up?
And the sum is this: lack of fathers. See, a male has to have something he can identify with. If he's around a person who's nurturing his behavior, that's intended to be, men have aggression, right? We're aggressive. So if his mother is nurturing a behavior that's intended to be aggressive, he doesn't have anything to identify with.
Okay.
So now he's in a situation where he has this energy, but he has this learned behavior from his mother, and he's torn, right? He's in a dilemma. That's why a lot of times they're driven to suicide, because as men, as a woman, she will nurture the behavior. As a man, we will deploy the behavior.
Okay.
We would deploy it, right?
I'm with
Just like JB, your son. You can tell he has a man in his life. He's aggressive, right? Like a man should be.
As fuck.
Right? As fuck. Right? So this behavior, he understands because he has something to identify with.
That's why I always tell
Right?
women.
Now, a young man who's aggressive, but that aggression is suppressed by being nurtured rather than being deployed, he's in a dilemma because he's being taught one
Well,
thing.
I think a lot
It's
of it has to do with how you approach conflict. And I think, well, let me finish this thought. I feel like a lot of single mothers, they have a tough job. And women by nature are not like seeking conflict. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to let's negotiate around this, and let's try to outthink this situation. Dudes, on the other hand, want to hit it head on.
Well, not even that.
You know what
No,
I'm
you're
saying?
right.
but,
He's right.
speaking
But-
into
but-
He's right. He's
Because,
right.
because let me finish this. They're gonna they're gonna how can we take this a different route to do this? Sometimes you just gotta hit stuff head on.
But yeah, I mean,
and you
I'm-
gotta face that adversity.
And that's how we
head
look
on.
at
backing
things.
you up, but it's. I mean, this is what in situations to where I've been to houses, kids out of control and things like that. I mean, and I've even said this. I said yes, as a woman, you can raise the child, but you cannot teach him how to be a man.
Right.
You have
Do
to
it.
have some type of father figure, whether it's an uncle, an older
Yep.
brother.
A woman
or
can
something
never
that
teach
can show
a young-
him how to be
Just
a man.
like a man can't teach
Teach
a daughter
Yes,
That's right.
exactly.
how
Now-
a girl how to be a mother
Hold on.
or be a
What
woman.
as a parent, what we can teach them is how to be coachable.
Yeah.
I give you that.
When we can't teach them how to be men or women.
love that.
I remember growing up, man, and one of the first fights I ever had. I never forget this. I was in the backyard fighting, and I remember I got tired and I ran into the house. Now my father and mother were separated, but they were still married. And I remember going into my mom and said, "Hey, I'm tired." She said, "Get your ass back out there and fight. Get your ass back out there and fight." I looked at her like, "Huh?" I went back out there.
That's how I grew up.
Then when my dad didn't come to the house, he said, "What happened?" I said, "I got in a fight." He said, "Did you win?"
He said, no, go find him again.
Yeah, go
Exactly.
find him again.
Exactly.
So,
That's my dad
so
told me.
that was
Right.
Fight
hold on.
called every-
It's
That
called
was a
competition.
that was a pivotal moment because had she nurtured me, I'd have been a bitch forever. Pop.
Yeah. and it's
No.
it's crazy. It's
I went
crazy
back
you
out
say
there.
that.
So, yeah,
it's
but
crazy
that's
you
what
say
it
that.
is.
It's like dealing with a lot of my players that I had on my team. A lot of them come from single moms but they're
But
they're,
the main, there's a matriarch, not a patriarch.
But there's some situations we have like half of my team, they dads in their life, but they dads some bitches.
Well, like I just said,
I smell pussy.
there's a but that's what I'm saying. If there's a matriarch, but not a patriarch.
Okay, I
Hey,
That's what I'm saying. There's somebody there who is at the head.
right.
Is a woman who's at the head of that child's life.
Yeah.
Not a
JB,
man.
I'm gonna tell you a story. You're so fucking right. So when we first moved, I
When
was
you
trying
first moved, yeah,
To the suburbs.
to the suburbs.
Hold on.
Yeah, you
Remember
first
this?
moved
Remember
to
this?
Suburbs.
To the
Yeah.
suburbs.
Yeah, we
So
Suburbs.
I was trying to get my son to meet people. So I took him out there. I said, "Hey," he was scared. He was looking at the door like. So I said, "Come on with me." So I said, "Hey, this is so and so. He wants to play with y'all." I went back in the house and locked the door. So, but after a month or two later, my wife comes and gets me and says, "Hey, he's about to get in a fight. I'm gonna bring him in the house."
What?
Hold on. I said, "Okay." So I went downstairs. I opened at the back door. I said, "What's going on?" He says, "They want to fight." I said, "They do?" I said, "Well, go ahead and fight them." I locked the back door. I said, come back after you fight.
Yeah, exactly.
He looked at me. He had no choice.
Yeah.
Those are pivotal moments.
And
Right.
it's crazy. It's
Right.
crazy. You bring
Right.
that story up.
I'd never forget that.
So it's crazy you bring that story up. So we had a situation during the season, during my football season this year, where we were losing a football game, right? To a team that we probably should have been winning or shouldn't have been beaten at that time, but we were losing, and it got to the point where, like you just said, either you can curl up and run back to the sideline and throw the game away, or you can go out there and fight and go out there and try to fight and win this game. 80% of the team, it's 80% of the team was like, fuck yeah, we got next week.
That's right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they curled up. And it was like, and that's why I was talking about the mental toughness. I was just like, are y'all serious?
Wow.
Are y'all serious? Like, dude, we was only down like 4 points.
Oh,
And we still had like 5-6 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Plenty of time.
Plenty of time. And it was like, dude, if y'all go out there and fight, it's a team that wasn't really that good, but we shouldn't have been losing to them anyway. But it was like, Professor, that was a perfect example. It got to the point where it was like,
lock
what
the
are
door.
y'all
Ain't
gonna
no
do?
fucking game next week.
Exactly. And that's what, in their minds,
Yeah.
and it kind of go what you were saying, JB, they was like, we got a game next
And
week.
you know that's important,
Yeah.
Dale?
And I'm like, don't.
There ain't no tomorrow.
Dale, you know that's important?
Yeah.
Because it's collateral damage. See, my baby boy had a sister. And if you're going to be a punk, then I can't trust you with her.
Yeah.
Man.
So
Yep.
I had to show him. He was 9 at the time. I said, listen, I'm locking the door. He looked at me like, Dad. I'm like, no. Go out there and fight. You be all right. And then he had to earned his respect. He earned his respect.
Dude, not to go to a movie, but I am. Y'all seen 300, right?
I love it.
That opening
That's one of my
scene-
favorites.
That
That's one of my
opening
favorites.
Scene when he's that opening scene when he's a boy, right?
Oh, yeah.
And he
Oh.
has to go and he has to fight.
Yep.
And he has to prove himself to be a man. I showed my son that. I said, listen.
That's an African
I was,
tradition,
I was
by the
like,
way.
I was like, listen.
It is.
This is a teachable moment. At some point, it's just you.
It's hidden.
That's it. It's just you against the world. That wolf was the world. It's just you. So those are the kind of moments that our young men need to.
I'm about to steal
Face.
that. I'm about to steal that one from
I
you,
love that
JB.
movie, by the way. That's
I'm
a
about to
great
steal
movie.
that one from you, JB.
That has a lot.
Because it's true.
Has a lot of relevance.
Because my son, my son, well, I got 2 sons, and both of them are kind of like that. They're both of them, like, in a group setting, they're cool. Like, but neither one of them know how to
Say fuck it, I got it.
step out. Like, when they're all in the line, they're strong as a team. But neither one of them know how to step out and say, "Look, I'm a grab this bull by the horns,
Right.
and I'm gonna fuck this bull up."
Right.
That's right.
Bottom line, I don't care how big this bull is, I don't care how
Right.
small I am, so on and so forth. I'm gonna take the bull by the
Classic
horns.
David and Goliath.
Exactly. So like I think I'm about to. I'm definitely gonna steal that one from you.
You know, it's funny,
And I had to show him
man.
that one.
I gotta. It's kind of embarrassing, but I gotta bring this up, and you're absolutely right. I remember my wife and I getting in a real bad argument in 2017. I never forget February of 2017, and I remember my baby boy stepping up, and I saw that. And I said, "Damn." At the time, he was only 12 years old, but he was willing to deal with me for her honor.
Yeah.
I knew. I said, he's the one. And he's not even the oldest. And the oldest was in the house at the time. And when I saw that, I said, damn, he's going to be the one that'll be willing to lay it down for her. So, again, that 9-year-old lesson where I locked the door. He's like, what you doing? I'm out here. I said, no. Because if you run forever. Go out there and handle your
right.
business.
Man.
I'm going to go here. I'll be sitting in the kitchen. Go ahead and handle your business. You be all right.
I'm about to go
And
provoke
had to
a fight
handle it.
so I can lock my
I said,
son
I'll
out.
always be here, but there'll be time where I won't be here. You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to go
and I gotta
provoke a
know.
fight.
I gotta know if I'm not here that your mama's are good and your sister's good. I have to be able to trust you with that. Because I protect them. And if I'm not there, you have to protect. That's your job.
All right, I got a question for you,
Yeah.
Professor.
Yes, sir.
So,
Last question, then we'll be out.
all right, so
That fast?
So my son, so
That's quick.
I want to know if I did the right thing, if I'm got my son going the right path.
Uh-huh.
So there was a spider in the house, and I wasn't home, right? and my son went and got the flip flop himself and killed the spider. Am I teaching the right thing?
No, that's the wrong path. You should have called an exterminator.
You know, yeah. He gonna charge you $1,000. He gonna charge you $1,000.
That's a fucking wrong path. Call the fucking exterminator.
But Dale,
Bugs in
Dale.
your house.
Yes, sir.
Dale, I'm gonna say this. I think your sons have such a great respect for you.
Yeah.
They know that you still got skin in the game.
Yeah.
You're not gonna see them step up until you step back.
Okay. But listen, I
they
wasn't
respect-
home. I was home. He was home with his mom
Yeah.
and his sisters.
No, but-
and it was a spider,
but-
and he know
but-
that none of
but
them
I'm saying
gonna
is you
kill
talking
it.
about- you talking about
He
your
grabbed
son-
that flip flop.
Yeah, he did the right thing.
Call that
But
joint.
you talking about your kids stepping out.
Exterminator.
Okay.
They have such a great respect for you.
Yeah, no.
Until they see dad step back, they ain't
true.
gonna do it.
Okay.
Because they don't want to deal with you if they step up. They ain't gonna do it. They ain't gonna do it.
Got you.
They ain't gonna do it. Trust me, they ain't gonna do it. Because then you still got the energy to win.
And on that note, we're gonna
Yeah.
wrap it up.
I ain't got no
Just
kids.
let
I
you
can go
know
home and
we're
beat up
coming
insides.
to the end of season 1 of Black and Thought. We want to let you know it's been great. Of course, there's going to be season 2 and season 3 and season 4 and so on and so on. But just want to let you know there might be another small break in between, of course, with the holidays and stuff like that. But we want to just thank you all, the listeners, who's been with us from day one for season 1. All my day ones, we appreciate it. And we love y'all. And on that note, we out.
DJ Payne 1.
You know I'm flawed, but you love me anyway. A lot of times I'm so wrong, but you love me anyway. Love me anyway. That's why you're my buddy.
Thank you for listening to this episode, and we want you to come back for more. If you like what you heard, please subscribe wherever you get your podcasts from. We're on all the major networks: Apple, Google, TuneIn, Spotify, and many more. Check out our social media, and please like, follow, and comment on Facebook, Black in Thought, Instagram, Black in Thought Podcast, and Twitter, Black in Thought Podcast. Please subscribe, share, and once again, thank you for listening.
You know I'm flawed, but you love me anyway. A lot of times I'm so